Hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining Transform CX with GoTo Connect. We're super excited to get started. Happy to have you guys here. And let's jump into it. So we have a few housekeeping items just to get you guys ready for today's session. And the first thing is we will be sending you a recording. So do not worry about taking notes as our webinar goes, as our content is shared. You'll be getting a recording of this so you can rewatch as many times as you'd like in case you miss anything valuable. And we'd love to hear from you. We aren't here just to talk to you. We want to know what you guys want to know. So you should see that Q&A tab at the top of your screen. It's the box with the question mark. Throughout the presentation, do not hold back. Ask all of your questions. And once we get to the end of today's program, we'll be opening up that Q&A and answering as many questions as we possibly can. If we can't get to your question live, we will do our best to follow up with you as soon as possible to get your questions answered. You'll also have an opportunity later on to let us know if you want us to connect with you in case we did miss your question, and we can connect with you live post-event as well. And lastly, we want to keep producing what you guys want to hear. So if you have just a minute to spare at the end of our webinar, please hold tight and complete our post-event survey and let us know how you enjoyed it, what we can do better, and what you'd like to see more of. We're here to make webinars and content that you guys want to see. So we'd love to hear from you if you have just a minute to spare. Awesome. All right, and just before we jump into things, I wanted to mention today's session is brought to you by GoTo Connect. Here at GoTo Connect, we help people, businesses do their best work simply and securely from anywhere. GoTo Connect offers a full suite of capabilities you see here, including GoToWebinar, which is what's driving today's session. We have a number of flagship solutions to meet your communications needs and offer key integrations to market-leading business solutions. But enough about GoTo Connect at a high level, that is. Let's go ahead and introduce today's speakers. So come on to the stage, guys, and I'll introduce to you folks Joe Walsh, our Vice President of Product Marketing here at GoTo, and Devin Brooks, our Solution Consultant. Hey, guys, how are you?
Hey, Danielle, all good. Hello to everybody for joining. Thanks for choosing to spend some time with us this afternoon.
Awesome. Hey, Devin, how are you?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Great. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Well, let's get started, guys. Joe, I'll let you take it away.
Thank you very much, Danielle. Everybody, thanks very much again for taking time to chat with Devin and I this afternoon. We've got some really good nuggets of things we want to take you through over the next 30 minutes or so, and also give you guys a chance to ask any questions and learn a little bit more about our latest offering, GoTo Connect CX. So what's on the agenda? We're going to talk a little bit about why the focus is on customer experience for businesses right now, CX. It's a big, big topic, big trend. Number one on the list of things to do on most business leaders. We're going to talk about how to deliver some tailored experiences, the importance of multi-channel communication in that, and we're going to talk about the different tools to pull actual data and driven insights. And we're going to not so much talk so much about it versus show it, and that's what Devin's really going to dive in and come to the fore with demoing all the capabilities we have in Connect CX. So that's on the agenda. We hope you enjoy the next 30 minutes or so, and we're looking forward to sharing all our information with you. Okay, so before we dive into the core of the content, we've got a quick poll. We'd love to get people's feedback, right? So this is around your tech stack. How suitable is your current tech stack to delivering exceptional CX today? Please give us your answers and let's get a take on it, because this is something that we see in the market. A lot of businesses, and we'll talk a bit about this, just not readily equipped to deal with the rising expectations of customers today. So keen to get all the audience's view and opinion, and it will help us tailor our presentation as well over the course of the next 30 minutes. Okay, we got some answers coming in. People a little bit in between, neither good or bad, coming out a lot. People kind of indifferent about it. A few not well suited. A few people saying perfectly suited. Okay, interesting. Good to see that. Let's give another minute for all the answers to come in. When we saw the US Customer Experience Index by Forrester released earlier on in the year, they're showing a big drop in customer experience standards across US industry. So a big part of a big part of that is getting your tech solution right to ensure you can give the right support. So let's close that poll. Let's get the answers up and see where we went. Okay, interesting. Okay, so middle ground is in that kind of neither good nor bad. A few obviously all right, saying that they need to do a little bit more, and one or two kind of seeing that they're kind of well positioned at the moment. Devin, what do you see in the market in terms of people's customer experience tools? How many people looking to do better or think they can do better?
Quite a few. A lot of times we see that, customers with their current tech stack, they've got these different channels that consumers are reaching out in regards with, but it really comes down to combining that communication into one inbox for a perfect customer's journey there. So tracking that information, and that's what we're going to get into with the demo today. So it's kind of all over, but definitely some improvements in some conversations that I have.
Yeah, big. You want to give choice and variety to the customer that they can communicate from wherever, but you want to make that simple and seamless to return on the organization side. Okay, thanks for everybody's feedback on that. Let's dive into why delivering a great CX is really important for your business. Some key stats on this, so we can continue on to the next slide. To put it bluntly, guys, battles are been won and lost on the experience stakes, right? Kind of having the right product at the right price, that gets you a seat at the table. It doesn't necessarily get you the winning seat. And customer experience can be that big kind of key differentiator for you and your organization. And customers don't have patience. You don't get too many swings of the bat at this, right? 32% of customers will walk away from brands they love after just one bad customer experience, right? So it's a double-edged sword, customer experience. Most people realize they can get past that indifferent stage and do better, get into the good stage, you know, they have a lot of ground to make up on the customer experience. And it's not just about, well, what's the opportunity cost of not doing it? It's what's the present day cost of not doing it, right? How many people are walking away because they have a bad experience? That's going to hurt your business. You get it right. And again, research shows that businesses with best in class customer experience, 5.7x in revenue they get against their peers. They know that when they do it right, and they see rewards around repeat purchases, loyal customers, and little less price sensitive customers as well. So put it bluntly, guys, customer experience is a big lever to improve your overall performance of your business and give you differentiation amongst your competitive set. Okay, but why isn't everybody doing it? If it's so obvious, if it's so clear that customer experience is a way to really differentiate, why don't so many kind of businesses do that? And to put it bluntly, again, if we go to the next slide, it's quite the challenge, right? It is really difficult to give a really good customer experience and manage those expectations of current customers, right? So customers' expectations are an all-time high. When it comes to tech, we all know this from being consumers ourselves, right? We've got the power of AI all on our smartphone at our fingertips. We can do really whatever we want in instant time. On the business side, it's not so easy. Most people have most businesses, over half of businesses, over 50% of businesses, still working on old, outdated technology that don't give them the capabilities they need. It doesn't give them the seamlessness of interaction with customers that they desire. It's not frictionless, right? There's a lot of friction in there, and that makes it difficult. And it's a simple thing like that. Your tech stack can really hold you back. So investing in tech and investing in customer experience is an investment in your business. It's a growth opportunity. It is not a cost center. Okay, so let's have a quick look. What we see day to day, a lot of organizations grappling with customer experience, wanting to do better. We see a lot of customers doing it well and customers maybe doing it not so well. And there's a few clear differentiations we see in that CX divide. We see the businesses that are being successful versus the businesses that are struggling, right? And if we look on the next slide, if we look at the businesses that are struggling, what we tend to see is they don't offer multiple channels of choice. They don't give the customer a number of different ways to actually engage with them. They tend to be like, just a phone system or maybe just a phone system and email, and it's not a great experience. If they do offer those multiple channels, it tends to be a bit of a siloed experience, different applications, different tools, doesn't give a great seamless experience for the customer. And then if they start on web chat and they need to go to the phone system, they need to repeat themselves. I think we can all relate to that. We've all had that particular pain point. And then for the people on the inside of the organization trying to deal with that, information's broken, the context of the conversation isn't necessarily transferred across, and it makes it pretty difficult. And then for those businesses, they don't fully understand what makes their customer experience good or bad. They don't have the data, they don't have the insights. On the other hand, if you're doing it well, you do offer multi-channel communications, loads of choice for customers. They can get in there and whatever channel suits them. They're really happy to use either messaging, voice, through social media, through web chat, through WhatsApp, maybe email. They want all those different ways to communicate. Because businesses that do that well and use unified software, centralized software, it brings all those communications into one place. So for the person answering the question on the inside, it doesn't really matter where the question originated from. They just use the same tool to answer back, and that goes through the medium of choice for the customer. And then when you have everything centralized, you've that customer journey all in one place. You get all that great insight, great data, great analytics, and you can learn, why is your best salesperson the best salesperson? Why is your person who's got the lowest average handling time on the customer front and getting those queries answered and solved? What are they doing a little bit different to everybody else? And then you can train the rest of your team to emulate that success across all your personnel. So that's the big CX divide. Again, a lot of it down to the tech that organizations are using. So let's take a moment to look at Connect CX, right, and the capabilities we're bringing to market to all our customers.
Customers today demand more. More convenience, more speed, more ways to get in touch with your business. Upgrading to a new phone system is only a half fix, and a full-blown contact center might be more than you need. Enter GoTo Connect CX, a simple yet comprehensive platform that centralizes customer communication to make every conversation count. Connect CX gives you the best of all worlds. Hundreds of advanced phone features that come standard with GoTo Connect. All the digital channels you need to connect with any customer, anywhere. Plus, an entire suite of cutting-edge AI-enhanced admin and customer experience tools available to every employee, all on one seamless platform. Imagine giving your admins one unified tool that's easy to deploy and manage, and giving your teams a single, powerful customer experience solution that fits your business growth needs perfectly, at a price that fits just right too. You don't need to imagine it. Upgrade your customer experience today with GoTo Connect CX. Visit goto.com to schedule your free demo.
Okay, thank you very much for that, Danielle. Guys, yes, introducing GoTo Connect CX. This is the latest addition to the GoTo Connect portfolio, and it is really the most comprehensive suite of customer communication tools available on the market at an awesome price as well. There's a huge amount of great value, great functionality, great capability at a great price. It's one of our big missions at GoTo Connect is to bring modern AI-powered technology to every business and make it accessible to everybody, both from a procurement standpoint, but also ease of use, ease of management, and ease of execution standpoint as well. And that's what we want to take you through a little bit today. And Devin's going to show you a lot of the goodness within GoTo Connect CX. So just like at a quick high level, if we look at the components of Connect CX, as I said, it's a really, really comprehensive suite of functions and capabilities. We've got 100 plus advanced phone system features. You got all those essential digital channels, enhanced AI capability across your admin and customer experience tools, loads of data-driven insights, and a huge amount more. It's like just bursting with value, this offering that we brought to market. So let's dive into a little bit more. Again, the next slide shows a few more features, and I'm going to stop talking about them, and we're going to get Devin to start showing them. Okay, so Devin, let's dive into our demo time. So one of the first things, and we go right back up to one of the problems, right, is that a lot of organizations don't offer that channel of choice to their customers, right? They make it a little bit difficult. One of my pain points is when I want to speak to a business and I have to go through about 17, 18 pages on the website to find a phone number to talk to them, right? Because it's not readily available, right? But giving customers the channel of choice, that's really important. Show me some of the channels and all the capabilities we're giving with Connect CX.
Yeah, absolutely. And it really comes down to the consumer wanting to use the channel of their choice, as we've been kind of hitting the nail on the head there, Joe. So whether I'm on the website, whether I chat into my organization I'm looking to communicate with, I can send a chat in from the website itself. If I'm on Facebook and maybe I see a post that they add or some specific communication on their Facebook page, I can send a message in from Facebook. Instagram, even WhatsApp, or if it's just traditional SMS communication, really the powerfulness behind Connect CX is the shared inbox. So from a user standpoint that's actually responding or managing this communication, as you mentioned, Joe, earlier in the presentation, it doesn't matter which channel that the consumer is reaching out in regards to. As you can see here in this one inbox, we've got one central place where we can gather and receive all of that communication, whether it is web chat, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, and then again, just traditional SMS. So we've got all these different various channels that consumers reach out to us in regards to today, but a lot of times they're kind of segmented out. Facebook, I got to respond here, and Instagram, I got to respond there. shared inbox is going to bring all of that into one.
Okay, and let's punch on this a little bit, Deb, because this is a really important component of the solution that we offer, right? So one of the big things is being able to provide that variety of channels for customers to engage with you in, and whether that's web chat, whether it's through Facebook or Instagram or through WhatsApp, whether it's through telephone as well is a big part of it, right? Still, voice is a very important part of customer experience. Differences amongst the demographics on preference and stuff like that, but having those channels is really important. But what we heard a lot from customers when we were kind of bringing them in and showing them early kind of versions of Connect CX and talking about its capabilities. A lot of customers said, well, I already do that. I already use the phone. I'm already sending emails. But their big headache was like, it's broken up across all these different applications, different vendors, different kind of admin portals. Part of the conversation over here, part of the conversations over there. And also it made it difficult for teams to collectively come in and respond to customer queries. Big benefit here as well, right, is that the consistency, the conversation history. So let's say you and I are punching on customer comms, and for whatever reason you're not here this afternoon, and your customer's got some queries. I log into this. Doesn't matter whether it was in social media. Doesn't matter whether it was in email. I've got all those conversations in here in one place. I got all the context, all the history. I can bring myself to speed, and I can dive in and get those questions and answers back to the customer.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's something that I run into quite often. These conversations that I have with customers, that's really the biggest pain point that they're currently dealing with is all those conversations are in a couple different places, right? Now, with the shared inbox, again, it doesn't matter which channel that they're reaching out in regards to because we're tracking all of that information based on the contact. So if I actually open up the conversation history here on the right, I can see the last time they reached out to us via SMS. I can see if they reached out to us via web chat. This goes on for every channel that we can support here within the shared inbox, but also if they are calling into some of our call queues that we have configured, I have that full customer journey right here within the shared inbox. So I can potentially open up one of these conversations, see exactly what was said, and just have a better understanding on how I may be actually able to help that customer going forward. And then back to your point, Joe, let's say I am, emergency happens, I have to potentially leave the office. We've got a team that can come into this shared inbox and handle that communication and communicate back and forth with that customer there.
Cheers, Devin. And then a big thing with these shared inbox as well, guys, is when we first built the shared inbox, we had smaller businesses in mind where, maybe you've got like team of 20 people and maybe like 5 or 6 are all helping answer customer questions. You want them all to get into one space. But as you get to large organizations, that becomes less relevant. But what people really want to see was like multiple team inboxes, because they could have, well, actually, I've got these subject matter experts over here, and I got these subject matter experts over here. And we can actually set up separate inboxes to take those topics in, and they can all jump in as a mini team and help out as well. So great capability in our inboxes. This, Devin, so we talked about, right? This is primarily one-to-one communications, right? So like a customer comes on, they got a question, they put it in there. But let's say you want to go down the road of, I want to start some mass communications with my audience. That ends up in one-to-one. But let's say I'm a restaurant owner and I'm doing, special new menu, and I want to kind of put a bit of a promotion on. We can take that to the masses at once through the system as well, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, one single soft phone that's going to provide you all of that functionality. And the campaign side, so reaching out to your customers in bulk, is actually going to be done right here from this engage tab or engage section. And a lot of times what we see is customers find themselves sending these campaigns, and a lot of times the messages are similar. So I could come in here and we provide some templates for these campaigns kind of out of the box. But if I wanted to come in and customize a template just to kind of have in my back pocket ready to go when this campaign's ready to be sent, I can come in and I can kind of prepare for that time and create my templates, and then we could actually schedule these out, and we'll see that here shortly as well. But from a template standpoint, again, I can simply just craft any message needed. There is some additional options within the message itself. So we do have what we call this message assistant. It's an integration with AI. So essentially, if I needed some help crafting my message, I'll just use something simple for example purposes, 10% of promotion there. You can include a tone or select a tone, select a campaign type. And what that's going to do is it's going to help generate, or it's going to generate you a message. Simply plug that in and go on about your day of sending that there. Now,
That's great.
included in these templates as well, and you'll see it as we're actually creating a campaign live. You'll have all these same options, but if I wanted to include a link, maybe track who clicked or visited that link, I can do that here within the campaigns. There is some variables as well. So kind of out of the box, if you wanted to include the customer's first name, last name, or full name, but also some customized variables as well that we can include for that. So if it's anything, as you saw there, appointment time or appointment date, we can customize that as we're actually uploading the contacts into the platform. And then lastly, we do have a survey tool within this solution, and then we can send images or attachments within these campaigns as well. So a lot of times what we see is customers can kind of go in, create some templates, and just prepare for that time to actually go and send that campaign. But once we get into actually creating a campaign, it's very straightforward, right? I can simply go up here, select create campaign. I'm just going to name this one October campaign. And then from here, I could actually choose which number I want to send this campaign from. So you kind of pick and choose if it wants to be the main line or if there's a specific number for a department that we want to choose, we can do that from here. But what you'll notice is we have those same options, but for example purposes, I'll just go ahead and plug in one of the templates that I already have created here. And the next step is just choosing your recipients. So over in the contact book in the GoTo soft phone application, we do have the ability to bulk upload contacts and also create individual groups. So if there's specific audiences that you need to target, you can group them out. And then as you're actually creating the campaign, you can target that specific audience. Or if you actually need to import your contacts while actually creating your campaign, that's an option as well. But back to what I was referencing on scheduling these. So back to kind of preparation. If I need to, let's say, send this campaign maybe at the beginning of next month, I could actually go in, schedule this, and then the system's just gonna send this campaign on its own. So it's gonna automate that. Now, if I just want to send it now or during some preset times, I can do that as well. But really the last step is just overviewing your message, seeing how many people you're gonna send it to, and that's essentially it. I hit set campaign. Now we're going to be sending that SMS message in bulk. And then in the event that we start receiving responses, that's also where the shared inbox comes into play, so we can track that customer's communication and journey right within the inbox.
I love that part of it. Being a marketeer myself, Devin, right? That part of it, to be able to just start responding within the same platform, it just really, it's a real nice way to start a conversation with your customers and give a really good, proactive service as well. So that's a fabulous capability. And what I liked about there as well, we touched on the AI messaging assistant, right? That's one of the things, because AI is massive on people's kind of to-do list as well. But a lot of people like, how do they start? How do they start, using AI more across their business? And there's no big great moment where you're gonna leave the office on a Friday morning and you walk back in the Monday. It's like, boom, we're now exploiting AI. It's these little use cases. It's the incremental kind of addition of these use cases, and we've got other cases in our platform as well, where when you start using them, when you can start using these instantly, and these are low cost. This is all part of the solution, right? You can use these cases instantly to start making little productivity benefits. Automate some things, free up time for people to focus on some critical problem solving for customers. There's a lot of incremental benefits in this that all add up to nice productivity and cost savings as well for customers. So keep an eye out for these little AI nuggets that we have in and around the presentation as well. Okay, Devin, that's really. Are we done? Is there anything else on the campaigns and the SMS that you wanted to go through?
No, we're good on the campaigns there.
Okay, good. So just a quick recap for people. Again, this is all within Connect CX, right, guys? At a very, very great, affordable, valued price on the market, right? You've got, whether it's web chat, social media like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. You want to bring your voice communications as well. All those options for communicating with customers, including Connect CX. And the beauty is, you don't need to turn them all at once. Don't get spooked. You don't need to go from like, I just use my phone system today to everything tomorrow. You can go step by step, whatever you're comfortable with, you can add it on. The great thing about this, we're built for scale, we're built for growth, and you can improve your CX experience at the speed that you want with the solution, because you've got all the capability there ready to be turned on. So that's the channels. It might get a little bit complex, all those little places for customers to come in, but don't forget that simplicity with the shared inbox. One place for all those conversations coming in, one place to respond to all those questions, one place to see all the history in the conversation. And then we got the mass outbound campaigns if you want as well. So that's a lot around the messaging front primarily and the channels. But then obviously voice, Devin, is still a massive part of customer experience for people. Like 3/4 of businesses, it's always going to remain that way for us in the foreseeable future. We want to give people more capability to give that experience even more, all including Connect CX. You want to talk us through that?
Yeah, absolutely. And some additional options or resources we have included with Connect CX is what we call the attendant console here. And a lot of times, so we kind of built this with the receptionist persona in mind, but with Connect CX, it's available for anyone on the account, right? And what this is going to allow for here on the left-hand side is quick and easy visibility into every user that is on the platform, whether it's internal users such as Kyle here, or if it's a contact that we have saved that we just need quick transfers or quick dials to, all of that's going to be visible here on the left. But not only just direct people, you've got quick access to your ring groups, to your dial plans. Maybe I need to transfer this call to another location, and also parking spots, queues, and favorites. But really the most powerful thing when it does come to the attendant console is the call management, how you can actually manage and drag and drop these calls. So what I'll actually do is let me go ahead and place a call into the account. And the first thing that I mentioned is visibility. So we can see all of the other calls that are currently going on. There are specific permissions. So if you only want the attendant console users to see visibility into specific users, we can configure that in the admin portal. But once I go ahead and route this call to myself, given that I'm an attendant console user here, I can answer this call. And then what you'll notice is you have all of your normal soft phone call handling features here on the right-hand side. But again, back to that quick visibility and the view into my users here on the left. Let's say this customer called in and they actually need to be routed to one of our queues. Maybe they're trying to schedule an appointment. I could actually take this call and I don't have to go and click and search and look through who's available, who's not. I can simply just take that call, drag it, drop it, and that's essentially how we can transfer and manage the calls right here on the platform. But again, back to the visibility, once this call is actually answered by one of our users or agents, I can see that information. And then lastly, if I ever need to intercept or take that call back, maybe I'm assisting with one of our employees and I'm covering their calls, I can see that traffic and kind of intercept or take those calls that I know that I can assist with there.
Yeah, that all looks great. And a big thing on this for everybody as well, and I hope it's coming across in the demonstration, is the focus our product and design teams put on kind of easy use and simplicity with our platform. We try to make it as intuitive as possible and easy for people to understand. So again, don't get spooked by all the capability, don't get spooked by all the channels, don't get spooked by all the things you can do, because it is quite an easy solution to pick up and get going with. So, all this stuff can be up and running tomorrow if you want it to be. It's a real easy platform to use. Okay, Devin, that's loads of goodness there, a lot of functions, a lot of features, a lot of capability, right? But it's not just about the execution of the day-to-days, right, and dealing with your customers. It's about understanding that execution. It's about identifying areas where you can make improvements, where you can be better in the service you offer, or where that journey can be touched up and modified and made a little bit easier for the customers. You want to talk us through some of the insights and analytics that Connect CX offers up?
Absolutely. Yeah. So if I actually navigate to the analytics module or portal with GoTo Connect, what we have included in Connect CX, and this is strictly just in the standard call reports, is we now have the ability to summarize these conversations automatically that come into the platform. So here I can see every single phone call that either inbound or outbound from GoTo system. But if I expand on one of these, now what we've introduced is the ability to read through the summarization of the call, meaning I don't have to go in and listen to every single call. I don't have to go in and, potentially go in and kind of siphon through and find specific points of the call. One, I can read the summary, but if I need to dive in and identify points, we have also included the transcription of that call as well. So now with Connect CX, I can go in and read the summary. I can read the transcript, but if I need to listen to that recording, that's placed nicely here up at the top within this report specifically.
That's great, Devin. It's a real thorough kind of comprehensive insight into what's going on the phone system, what's going on with the conversations with customers or suppliers or partners that are calling in. Really good, thorough insights and understanding of what's happening. So that's great to see that level of enhancements to our reporting and capabilities. And again, all comes part of the Connect CX SKU. Is there anything else on the insights and analytics, Devin, that we want to dive into?
On the analytics for Connect CX, not at this time. No, the summary I think is definitely a powerful piece that we've introduced. Really saving some times from a supervisor admin perspective as well. Not having to go through and listen to minutes and minutes and minutes of phone calls. Quickly just read the summary and then identify if you need to go in and take a deeper look into that.
That's great, Devin. Thanks a million for that. Okay, and then that brings us to a very important part of our solution, and it's not about our solution. It's about everybody else's solution in the customer's tech stack, right? We do know, as much as we like to think maybe inside our four walls, it's all about GoTo Connect. We know definitely in the environment of our customers, it's not all about GoTo Connect. It's about their other software, the rest of the solutions in their tech stack. And it's critical that we work brilliantly with those solutions, that we can data can transfer seamlessly between the two. That's very important for our customers, giving their customers an exceptional customer experience. You want to talk us through some of the integrations on GoTo Connect?
Absolutely. Yeah, so with Connect CX, we've included this integration section in the admin portal, and they're very, very straightforward to really connect. For example, if I'm integrating into HubSpot, that seems to be a frequently asked one that we run into. Really, first, we would just need to connect the account. So HubSpot, simply enter your credentials and connect that, or connect GoTo with HubSpot. But really with the integrations, it comes down to just simple toggle buttons. So if you want to sync your contacts from HubSpot or your CRM into GoTo, then it's a simple toggle button on turning on these workflows. But as you can see here, there's a couple different ones: voicemail transcription, message history, call log, click the call, and screen pop. And we're continuing to add and build onto these integrations. And if I go back to the integration section, you'll see all of the integrations that we currently can integrate with. But with Connect CX, as mentioned, we're going to continue to add softwares and systems for the integration section, and Connect CX is going to provide you access to all of these integrations that we have, or that we've built now, but also going forward in the future as well. And they're very easily manageable as well. So as we saw, we simply just connect it via our account, turn on the workflows, and then all of that's happening in the background regarding syncing the information back and forth.
Yeah, that's great, Devin. And clearly, this has been a big area of focus for our product team over the last 12 months, really ramping up the volume and quality and depth of integrations that we have with other platforms out there. And we're delighted to see the progress and offerings that we have now for our customers. So, guys, look, this is pretty much it. We're reaching the end of the demo, right? We've covered some really cool things. We've covered all the channels for communication that we give you for engaging with your customers. We've talked about the shared inbox and the simplicity that we provide for engaging with them and responding to their queries. We've talked about our outbound campaign capability through SMS and coming through WhatsApp in the next few weeks as well. We've talked about the data and analytics there. We talked about the attendant console. We talked about our integrations. We haven't even touched on the video conferencing, the other 100 plus features in our award-winning phone system, our dial plan editor. There's so much goodness and so much value in GoTo Connect CX that we're really trying to be the champions of value, affordability, and great AI-powered software across the business when it comes to customer communications. And we hope you see that coming through in our products and in our offerings. So let's have a quick look at what, just in the early days, this is 2.5 weeks that we've got Connect CX in the market. It's already getting a lot of reviews from our analysts and our customers. GoTo has been a game changer for our business. Their platform is perfect for meetings, calls, messaging, and marketing. The support is fantastic, and their team is always there to help. We were frustrated with our old providers' lack of innovation. GoTo Connect replaced 3 providers, offering better technology and centralized communications for our growing team. With excellent implementation support, we switched in weeks and saved money. And IDC calling out the growing interest among businesses to consolidate their communications platforms, as well as having access to specific advanced capabilities that can help enhance customer experiences without subscribing to a full-featured contact center. And that's exactly what Connect CX is trying to achieve. So, guys, we hope you've enjoyed the demonstration. We hope those capabilities has piqued your interest in a lot of things. We'd like to do another poll. Would you like to continue the conversation and speak further to a GoTo expert? Devin and the team would be more than happy to do a one-to-one demonstration for you and your organization. Devin will even do it himself personally. He's one of the champions at doing it here for us. So we'd love to hear more from you guys on that if you'd like to learn a little bit more on how it can be a bit more bespoke and customize those demos to your organization and your unique challenges. We'd love to do that. And then we can call Danny up as well and say, Danny, any questions? Anybody coming in from the crowd with questions that you'd like us to take?
Come off mute there, rookie mistake. We have tons of questions that came in. So let me go ahead and end this poll. Thank you guys for participating. It was awesome to see who's excited to keep the conversation going. And yeah, it is Q&A time. So Thank you guys for a great presentation and all those awesome demos. I could tell that the audience was fully engaged with all the questions coming through. So the first one that we have here is, what AI automations can I use for personalized interactions?
It's a great question. So within the inbox itself, when you actually receive a response or from one of the campaigns or just a message from any one of the social media channels, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, the web chat, or just SMS, there is the option to utilize the integration in the message assistant. So if you need some help crafting responses back to the customers from that shared inbox, that can help kind of offer that more personalized experience on you kind of generating a message specific to that message that that customer is sending in.
Awesome. Awesome. And what integrations are included?
Quite a few. So included right here within the admin portal, we've got ConnectWise, Fresh Service, Zoho Desk, Capsule, Fresh Sales, ServiceNow, Fresh Desks, Sugar, Zendesk, Pipedrive, Zoho, HubSpot, Dynamics, and Salesforce. There is a couple more that we can integrate with as well, and you can find kind of a list of all the integrations that we have on our website. But that's just kind of what's included right now in the admin portal, and we're actively adding more as we go on a very rapid basis as well.
Awesome. Awesome. And slightly similar question, what channels are included right now or available?
Great, yeah. So Facebook, Instagram, web chat, WhatsApp, and SMS communication can all route into that inbox today.
Cool. That's great. Um, Someone asked, is there a limit on the number of phone numbers per inbox?
There's not today.
Awesome. How can I send automated reminders through SMS?
That's a great question. So we would utilize the campaign feature. And at that point, that kind of takes you back to the demo and the preparation. If you know that you've got appointments coming on this specific day, we could actually go in and schedule those campaigns to be sent on a specific day and time. So if you know that you wanted, to go out 24 hours in advance, you can go in and use the campaign feature to help automate that and schedule those out in advance.
Cool, cool. Okay, and someone asked, we are in a GCCH environment. How will this work with that platform?
So it really just depends on kind of the specific platform that you are using, and kind of what you need regarding Connect CX, GCCH. It all just kind of depends on what internally has been set. So if you're kind of asking that question in regards to SMS compliance or SMS campaigns, then it's kind of up to, I believe, what has been set internally regarding the compliance there.
Okay, and how many contacts can I send a SMS campaign to?
Up to 20,000.
Wow, all right. I don't think there's any concerns there. And then another one here. I currently have GoTo Contact Complete. Does CX is CX part of this, or do I need an upgrade to CX?
CX is its own product SKU, so it's not part of Contact Complete. So if some of these features, if you would like to utilize some of these features, then feel free to reach out to us. We can definitely have a conversation and see what that takes there
Yeah.
to
So
transition.
just on that one, Daniela, the majority of what we've showcased there is available in Contact Center Complete, bar the attendant console. Okay. But I think that they can add that on. They can get that capability if they want. That's not a problem.
Right. And I think this might be our last one we have. Can I send surveys through this? And if so, what kind?
You can. And you can send surveys to a list of customers via SMS. And once they actually open up that link, you can customize what that survey contains. So whether you want it to be a single or multi-choice answer with the question that you provide, you can build that out, or whether you want to get some more kind of feedback from your customers and kind of have them type out their response to that survey question, that's also included as well. And again, you send those just as a campaign. Users will receive that survey via SMS, and they can answer that, and we would receive those responses back into the application.
Perfect.
And
And if
Danny,
anyone, Go ahead. Go
Danny,
ahead, Joe.
we got to go back to the last customer's question about kind of contact complete and connect CX, and the differentiation is important, right? So if anybody else is thinking the same, right? If they're playing around in the kind of contact center world and they're not too sure if they need all that power, there's a huge amount more voice capability in the contact center platform that isn't in Connect CX, right? That's traditionally more dealing with larger volumes of inbound and outbound calls. So you've like intelligent call routing, you got your outbound call campaigns, you got your ring strategies, a lot of things like positioning, frequency, and announcements when you're in a queue. A lot of things around callbacks, skill assignment, task management, priority management, and stuff like that. A huge amount. Your chatbot, your chat assistant, and stuff that's in the contact center complete that isn't in the Connect CX SKU, right? So the way we've got three kind of broad offerings. One is we've got like a fantastic cloud-based phone system that gives you your video conferencing and messaging capabilities as well. Connect CX is like a next step up where it's like I've only been using my phone system, or I'm using broken experience with my customer experience, and I want to do more channels. I want to make it more simple. I want to be able to respond to customers with a bit more context and a bit more kind of simplicity. Connect CX does exactly that. If you've got like 20, 30, 40 people that are all day, every day on the phone talking to customers, your contact center complete is the next step up there to give you all that extra voice capability.
Perfect. Thank you for diving into that, Joe. We did have one more question come in the meantime. What sort of reporting does this offer?
Yeah, so the reporting with the Connect CX, it's going to provide you your kind of your standard Go to Connect reports, inbound and outbound call volume. There is some information on the duration, but taking us back to the demo, if our employees are having these conversations, they don't need to go and kind of jot down what exactly went on in that conversation, because we have AI in the background automatically summarizing that information. So if supervisors or admins need to dive in and kind of take a look on what that conversation is about, you've got the automatic summary included with Connect CX. You also have the transcript, and then kind of the interaction details, or more commonly known cradle to grave reporting included in that as well.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you guys for answering those questions. If guys, you have any more questions at the top of mind, maybe you don't want to drop it in the chat, I want to offer it up just one more time. I'm going to drop this poll up here. Feel free to let us know. Go ahead and click yes on this survey, and we'd love to hear from you, answer more of your questions, deep dive into some of these demos, whatever else you have top of mind. And before we close out, Joe, Devin, thank you so much for your time today for this amazing solution showcase. Any closeout words from the two of you before we wrap up today's session?
I just want to say, yeah, thanks everyone for joining.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The same. It's not about us. It's about our customers. And thank you for your expressing your time. We hope you like what you heard.
Awesome. Awesome. All right. Well, again, thank you guys for your time, for coming here today. So valuable, important to have you. And we look forward to having you at our next webinar. See you next time.
Cheers,
Bye,
guys.
everybody.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.